and Milan, if all these people are now going to hire your firm and this is making you money, okay, I understand why you're doing this. Maybe this will get you money, but I think it's just for this fucking.
Who would hire him though now? I mean, he outs his clients. Who
Right.
would hire him? I mean, you
Right.
know, any correspondence that you have with Patrick Summers, which he's done, he's going to screenshot it and put it out there. I mean, who would hire him?
And you know how I feel about thirst. I've said this before. I am turned off by thirsty people. I don't care what you are, just be authentic. So to me, this is thirst. And I don't even know how he's even gets involved. I don't believe, that doesn't mean that there's not bots, because we'll get to that next. I don't believe anything that comes out of this person's mouth, including screenshots. Have you seen the screenshots that are going around? That the two that stick out to me are Kathy Hilton, and bring others to my attention, Kathy Hilton and Denise Richards. Now, you listen, I love my listeners. You love your listeners. People DM me all day. Guys, I don't have time to answer all the DMs, but when I do, I am a lawyer. Anything that you say can and will be used against you. So when you tell me, hey, I don't know, Kyle Richards is to see you next Tuesday, I'm not putting that in writing to agree with you. If I want Kyle on my show, I mean, I'll talk about it on air, but anything you put in those DMs. So you mean to tell me Denise Richards and Kathy Hilton are DMing this person and saying, hey, because you do see the one from Denise Richards that says, hey, yes, just be honest and admit, was it Rinna? And he's like, well, I cannot say, but this person is very vocal and she was on Melrose Place and Days of Her Life. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but you mean to tell me Denise fucking Richards, as she likes to refer to herself, DM'd this person and put in writing for the whole world to see? And so did Kathy Hilton. Come on.
Well, Kathy's the one that gets me. I'm just like, I don't believe that for 1 second. I mean, Kathy can hardly even figure out how to turn on a television on her own. You're telling me she's corresponding? And I think there's even something in the Instagram where it's like Kathy says, call me. And then, Kathy wants to know if she can call him through Instagram. It's like, oh my God. Although that part's kind of believable. I'm with you. Right. I highly doubt, but I mean,
and by the way, I'm not saying, okay, Kathy didn't do this. Denise didn't do this. They weren't curious. I find it unbelievable that them or someone on their team would DM this person and put anything in writing. They're not admitting to guilt. They're saying, please be honest with me. Did Rinna hire you? I'm sure Kathy would like to know that. I'm sure Denise would like to know that. This isn't the way to go about it. You're not reaching out to somebody, you're not.
Well, look, he has us all talking about him, which I think is the point. Like, whatever, maybe he has a plan to, I don't know, parlay this into something else or whatever. I have no idea. He's obviously inserted himself in all this. I mean, I have to say, in following the chaos in the past week, I kind of almost wonder, I now feel like, I think I'm almost going towards, I think that whoever posted those racist things, they're real people. And yeah, there's probably bots in the mix, because like we've said, all of these celebrities hire bots to some degree. So, but I kind of am back to the thing. Like, I think those people who said that stuff to Jax, Garcelle's son, are probably real people. I mean, they're putting up a fake picture. They're obviously not using probably their real photo, but there's someone probably real behind it. And I think this whole bot story has just taken on a whole life of its own, where Patrick Summers is fueling that, because I find it interesting. I spent some time just Googling like Denise Richards, Rinna, nothing comes up about this bot story with Richards, with Denise. The last thing about Denise and Rinna is Rinna supporting her OnlyFans, like saying, get your coins. So that gives me pause, because it's like, outlets, if there was something there, these blogs, these e-news, I mean, they would be getting legitimate quotes, and you're not seeing any of that. So I do kind of feel like this whole bot thing is really fabricated. And I wonder if everyone's going to be kind of stepping away from it a bit.
No, I mean, I agree with a lot of that. I mean, here's the thing, and this is why I think let me back up. And I talk to Kim D on my Patreon about this every week, and we actually fight about it. Like, I think people listen to us. I mean, I can tell you this, like, people don't realize when I have something against a specific housewife, there's really only one or two. It's because you, on a personal level, as two human beings, have wronged me. Sure, but I can still take myself out of it. What people do, because I read all the comments on our YouTube and this, what most people do is, guys, just because you hate someone and there's such vitriol built up, it doesn't make it true. Like when you said Rinna does this, I get why you hate Lisa Rinna. I get it. I get it. I'm not even disagreeing with it. You have to take yourself out of your emotional, personal feelings. And I am dead inside. This is why I am good at this job. And you guys listen to me. And Sarah, I am truly dead inside. So I truly can say, like, again, Jennifer Aiden and I hate each other as people. I think the way she handled the Bill affair was great. She's a great housewife. She's done the assignment. I can separate that. So it's like, to me, when I see all these comments and now it starts getting into race relations, which we'll get into, I'm not taking away anything from these comments. They are disgusting. They are absolutely racist, many of them. But now we're having, like, when someone gives a like, oh, of course you and that white chick, Sarah, of course you don't think there's bots. That is not a race. We're not saying that because of race. This isn't Garcelle versus, that is not it to me. I'm just trying to get to the actual truth in the bottom of what happened. I'm sorry that people can't discern that, but you can and I can. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I get that you want it to be true. You want it to be true that crazy bitch Erica, that fucking see you next Tuesday cunt with the fucking fraud money. She has the money of the victims. You want this to be her. I get it. And you want her fired. I get that. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't. And so just, I mean, like, come on, this is reality. This is reality. I haven't taken my hallucinogenics today. That's how I feel. So yes, the comments are disgusting and racist. Like, I don't know. That's a whole nother story. We're just trying to talk here about it's not. So I personally agree with you. I think this whole bot thing is blown out of proportion. I'm not, listen, I think Patrick is a non-issue in this. If you ask me, out of the three people whose names are being thrown around, Diana, Rinna, and EJ, I can tell you it's the least, I can almost guarantee you Erica Jane did not hire fucking bots. Sorry, that's my opinion. Now, that's just my opinion. Now, when we get to Rinna,